Paltrocast now with Darren Paltrowitz. Get ready to listen to your favorite artists.
Paltrocast.
Hey, Darren.
How's it going there, Eddie?
I just went out and grabbed the mail, and this came in the long pack.
Okay.
I don't know what it is, but I don't want no PPL, no PPP, none of that crap.
Whatever it is, I'm sure you can get 5 minutes of material out of it.
Yes.
Well, my first question to you is, I've never heard anyone in the world call you Ed or Edward. Are you those names to anybody in the world, or is it Eddie
Yes.
to everybody?
Oh, no, I'm Edward to my mother. That's when I know I'm in trouble. She used the full-on government name. I'm in trouble. Edward, all right, what did I do? And Ed, my baby brother calls me Ed. A couple of my very close friends call me Ed or EG.
Now I know. Well, congratulations on this great special. Laughin' Through Your Mask is very funny, but we also get to see a very unique new side of you. You talk politics. Now, I say that because I, as a longtime fan, know that you could do impressions, you could do physical comedy, you could do everything. And I haven't seen a lot of political material from you. Did you know, hey, this is going to be a political special right off the bat?
No, I mean, we literally shot it the day after the riots, and that shit was just so heavy in my mind and on my heart. It just spewed out.
And
So,
did you get to workshop any of the material beforehand? Because it seems like it's pretty damn raw.
no, that's just off the dome freewheeling.
Yeah. Now you talk about early into the documentary, which we also see in the trailer, that the only time that you really feel comfortable is when you have a mic, when you're on stage, that kind of a thing. Now, people who've been really following you for a long time know that within like a year of you doing stand-up, you were playing the Garden opening up for Dice.
Yeah.
Now, do you look back at the earliest material you did very proudly? Or did you think that you only got good as a stand-up in recent years?
No, I can look back on it proudly for a kid coming out of KC, 19 years old, opening up for the biggest comedian on earth at the Garden. Yeah, for what it was, yeah, it was good.
Because a lot of comics I talk to, they say, man, I didn't get good until 8, 9 years in. Don't tell me any of the old material. And your first Def Jam comedy spot, awesome. Still makes me laugh, but are you proud of it?
I wish I'd have slowed down. The pace was like, like a manic depressive. I didn't even take a breath or let the laughter build. You know what I mean? Just da, 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 da. And then it's over like that. But yeah, if I could do it again, I'd have dressed a little bit better.
What can
Blue
you do?
suede boots, Chicago Bulls sweats, a camouflage jacket, and a Jamaican hat.
It was the 90s. What could you do? But
yeah.
Doing the MJ routine that you did at the end right there, like you must have been like, you were in good shape, but you must be out of breath. Like you have to do that at the end of the show. Was that always your closer?
No, just for that particular show.
Really?
Yeah, just for that, yeah.
And you got to know Michael, which is pretty amazing because not everybody got to know him. Did you have to drop that from your act once you got to know him, or did he actually encourage that?
No, that was one of Michael's favorite jokes, and I found it out from his limo driver. He said he was sitting in the back, watch it over and over, and he'd always say, yeah, he's a fan now because he's got the moves down.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, as I said before, you are great at impressions. The Dice Clay routine is kind of how you got the gig opening up for him. We do see the voices come out in the middle of the special, like when you start singing the Top Hat song and all that. Was it ever kind of your goal to be a voiceover guy?
No, but I should look into it, shouldn't I?
I think so. Like,
all right.
How many impressions of yours like seep into it? Like, okay, Dice, Michael Jackson, standard white guy impression. That has so much range to it. Did you realize that you were an impressionist, or is it just haphazard and accidental that you can do all those?
Haphazard, accidental. Yeah, I mean, I think them and they come and they come.
Got it. Because I've always heard that on set, most of your movies that we love that are comedies, you ad-libbed a lot of the lines on set.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember Howard Stern kind of delved into that on Deuce Bigelow, that a lot of the stuff was yours. And then, that was kind of debated and all that. But do you have any improv in your background besides doing stand-up?
There was a improv troupe in Kansas City, Missouri. And I worked out with them for about 3 months. Yeah, that's about it. And my acting high school acting teacher, Margaret Means, would have us improv.
Wow. I had the pleasure of going to Kansas City for the first time about a year and a half ago. The city brought me out as a travel writer to write about it, and I checked out the KC Improv. Awesome club. Do you view that as like a home club of yours?
Stanford and Sons was my home club. But yeah, the improv in Kansas City now is my home away from home.
But these days, Vegas is the permanent home?
Yeah, Vegas is a permanent home, and I have my residency at the Sahara.
Yeah, I saw that. It's not at the Rio anymore. Moved to the Sahara.
Yeah, I've been at Sahara now for 3 years.
Wow. Okay. So when in your life did you say, hey, Vegas is the new home for me? This is my thing.
LA just became convoluted. Too many people. You couldn't really go out because everywhere you go, as a waitress, I'm really an actress. Well, can you act like you're bringing me some food and action? When she dropped the plate off, cut. Thank you. And it was just completely overpriced. And, the tax dollars are getting eaten up. There's no state taxes out here in Vegas. So, I'm saving 6 figures right there. And no potholes. So, I don't have to charge to get my shocks fixed because, LA is just one pothole after another. So it was a proper move for me.
Well, when I was a kid, Vegas was kind of where careers went to die. And then I would say in the last 15 years, George Wallace helped bring back Vegas as a cool stand-up destination. And it's no longer just bad magicians and all that. Who is it that kind of hipped you to Vegas being cool?
Me, myself, and I. Me, myself, and I would just hop on that little 40-minute flight, come up, sniff around. I said, all right, we're going to make that move. We made the move. And I spent a year before I even set up a residency out here, just sniffing the territory. And popped up at the Rio, talked to Darren Feinstein, who's now one of my best friends. And we hit it off, and we've been doing it ever since.
Well, that feeds into something that I'm curious about with you, which is that you're not just a comic. You're not just an actor. You're not just a screenwriter, et cetera, et cetera. You're what I call the comedy entrepreneur, where like every product and project that you do, you clearly produced. You clearly helmed the whole thing from start to finish. Was that kind of the game plan from day one, that you were going to be at that rare level where you had your hand in every phase of every project?
Pretty much. Yeah, I don't know if I'm a control freak or what, but yeah, I like giving my fans my pure vision. I don't like it stepped on, cut up, watered up, so.
So does that mean that every day, like there's a to-do list of like 20 things and you're delegating a bunch of things and you're going to all these people, hey, where are we at with this?
Well, hey, welcome to my life. You must be doing the same thing.
Maybe not, but not at your level, clearly. So this special that you have, Laughin Through Your Mask, it's very unique in that we've seen stand-up specials over the years that have, a little talking before it, like all the HBO specials of the early 90s used to have like a 3-minute sketch and then it gets into it. But in your case, it actually cuts from that to your opinions on things and your commentary. So is the show, the final project and product that we see, totally what you had in mind, or did it all just come off the fly?
After the events of the 6th, And I just went on stage, we were going to record it regardless. So I had to throw out all the material that I had planned, except for a couple of bits toward the end that I had planned. So after that, then it was just hell in the editing room, man. You know what I mean? Putting it together to make it make sense. And yeah, I believe my editor, Daryl Weaver, he did one hell of a job.
Yeah, it's pretty seamless. It looks cool. It looks great. The microphone that you have on stage, I'm assuming that's your microphone.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Where did that come from? Because I've never seen a microphone color that way before.
Oh, it's wooden. I believe it's mahogany. And what's the name of that company? I don't know, man. I should be plugging them like a mug. Hold on, let me look right quick.
Sure.
Yeah, Telefunken.
Yeah, that's a pretty eye-catching microphone. And the thing is, when you have your glass of, I think it's champagne. You don't have to say if you don't want to incriminate yourself. You have the champagne in one hand, you have the cool-looking mic in the other hand. Mm-hmm. Is that coolness natural, or is that kind of in your writer that I'm going to look like this?
Oh no, that's just natural. That's just me being me.
Figured, because it's tough to see with somebody like yourself, because I watch you on stage, and on the one hand, it's clearly material, and on the other hand, you seem so relaxed that if a heckler hit you midline, you could immediately sit them down. Mm-hmm. So at what point in your career did you just stop becoming nervous or getting nervous before going on? Because I'm looking at a guy that is just so relaxed that everyone in every profession, like a dentist, must look at you and go, I wish I were that way when I was with the patient.
I believe, I think it's like, it's been like 4 or 5 years ago where I felt myself just totally relaxed and at home on stage. Like you said on Def Jam, the energy was just sporadic, and you could tell I was a nervous little wreck, but I just made it through it. You know what I mean? I don't know. I found my voice, and I'm at home. You know what I mean? 7 years at the Rio, 3 nights to 4 nights a week. And then gigs on the weekend. So I'm pushing like 6 nights a week for the last 6 or 7 years. You tend to get at home doing it that often.
Well, the other element to that is when I think back to an interview that I did like 8 months ago with Oates from Hall & Oates. I assume you know Hall & Oates. Mm-hmm. You're not going to admit you're a fan, but you're a fan. That's it.
No, I can admit it. I'm a big fan. Yeah, well, them Philly boys they got so.
Of course they do. And Oates, like, he's been playing arenas and stadiums and big venues for like 40 years now. But he just did this live album where it's in front of a club. So, he's going to be 4 feet from the people in the front row. And most performers just can't do that switching off between arena and club thing. Yet I'm looking at you at that venue for this special, and no problem there. It doesn't look like you're afraid at all of being 3 feet from the crowd.
Not at all, man. The closer the better. Comedy is to be served intimately. We do the large venues because a lot of people want to see us, and we can make a shitload of money in one night. So I'm not juxtaposed to that. But if I had my choice, which I did for this special, I chose a small club.
Right. Well, do you got time for 3 more questions and then you're a free man?
Yeah, sure. Let's shoot.
Okay. This comes from my friend Grog, who knows everything about movies ever. And he wanted me to ask if The Last Boy Scout was as cool to film as it looked like it was.
Yes, it was. I played the DJ with Halle Berry in a strip club. Yes, it was wonderful.
Because
Yes,
that was
just
your
to
first
hang out
movie.
with Halle. It was cool.
The second thing is, one of the things that the internet that I'm pretty sure is wrong about you on is they always put that you were on Saved by the Bell, and I don't think you were on Saved by the Bell. That's just a rumor, correct?
Correct.
So
I've never been saved by any bell.
there you go. And my last question is, what is Eddie Griffin's favorite show on television these days?
My favorite show on television, Below the Deck.
Below the Deck. What channel is that on?
I believe it's on Bravo.
Wow, I don't know that. Who's in that?
It's a reality show. It's about this the yacht crew and how they have to interact with each other below the deck when all these rich fancy guests are on top, just ordering shit that they're not gonna eat. And, you know, I just find it hilarious.
Wow. Well, I've just learned so much from speaking with you. So can't thank you enough for your time, and hope to see you live in New York when things get normal again, man.
Yes, indeedy.
Or Vegas. I think you said the Sahara is where we have to go to see you.
Yes, Sahara. Monday,
The Sahara.
Tuesday, and Wednesday nights.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Well, congrats again on Laughin' Through Your Mask. Looking forward to seeing whatever's coming next. And the best way to find you online is being a Griffin Insider.
Yes, go to eddiegriffinfunnymoney.com, egfunnymoney.com, and you can and sign up. And hey, grab a subscription. We got some gifts for you. You got hats, coffee mugs, all that shit.
All of it. Cool. Thank you so much for your time, man. Keep up the greatness.
Thank you, bro.
Take care.
All right.
Paltrocast.